Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 21st of January 1987, and the title is Those who are self-sovereigns have a right to the kingdom of the world. Today, the Father, the bestower of fortune, is looking at all his most elevated and fortunate children in front of Bap Dada. Even now, there isn't just this gathering, but all the fortunate children from everywhere are in front of him. No matter which corner they are in, whether in this land or abroad, the unlimited Father is seeing the unlimited children. In this corporeal world, there is a limitation of space, but the world of Drishti, of the unlimited Father, is unlimited. The world of all Brahmin souls is merged in the Father's Drishti. So, in the world of Drishti, all are personally in front of Baba. God, the bestower of fortune, is happy to see all the fortunate children. Just as children are pleased to see the Father, so the Father is also pleased to see all the children. Seeing the children, the unlimited Father has spiritual intoxication and pride that each one of his children is in the list of the special souls in front of the world. Even if someone is the last bead of the rosary of 16,000, nevertheless, by coming in front of the Father and by belonging to the Father, he is a special soul in front of the world. Therefore, even if you are unable to know any detail of knowledge, when you accept the one word Baba with your heart and you relate that to others with your heart, you become a special soul. You become a great soul in front of the world. You become a soul worthy to be remembered as a great soul in the world. Do you feel that you have easily received such an elevated fortune? The word Baba is the key. Key to what? To all treasures and an elevated fortune. Once you have received the key, you definitely receive fortune and all the treasures. So, have all the mothers and Pandavas claimed a right to attain the key? Do you also know how to use the key? Or do you sometimes not know how to use it? The way to use the key is to know and accept with your heart. If you simply say it in words, then even though you have the key, it will not work. When you say it from your heart, then all the treasures are always present in front of you. They are unending treasures. Because the treasures are unending, no matter how many children there are, they all have a right. The treasure is an open treasure. It is an overflowing treasure. It isn't that the treasures have finished for those who have come at the end. However, many have come until now. That is, however many belong to the Father, and however many will belong to the Father in the future, there are multifold treasures, more than enough for all of them. Therefore, Bap Dada is giving every child the golden chance to take with an open heart, without hesitation, as many treasures as he wants. The bestower is not lacking anything. Everything depends on the courage and effort of those who are to take it. There isn't such a father in the whole cycle who would have so many children, each one of whom would be so fortunate. This is why you were told that spiritual Bab Dada has spiritual intoxication. Everyone's desire to come to Madhuban and to have a meeting is now fulfilled. Compared to the pilgrimages of the path of devotion, here in Madhuban, at least you have space to sit and to stay comfortably. In the temples, they simply have a glimpse while standing. Here, at least you are sitting comfortably. There, they are constantly told, run, run, move on, move on. Whereas here, you are sitting comfortably, and you thereby enjoy the pleasure of staying in remembrance comfortably. You have come here to celebrate with happiness at the confluence age, have you not? So, at every moment, while walking and moving around, while eating and drinking, have you accumulated the treasures of happiness? How much have you accumulated? Have you accumulated enough that you can eat from that comfortably for 21 births? Madhuban is the special place to accumulate all treasures because here you also experience in a physical way by belonging to the one Father and none other. There you experience this with the intellect, whereas here in your practical life, do you see anyone except the one Father and the Brahmin family? There is just the one loving concern. The same things, the one family and a constant and stable stage. There isn't anything else to interest you, to study and become powerful through the study. This is the only work you have to do in Madhuban. How many classes do you have? So here you have the special means to accumulate. This is why all of you have arrived here, running. Bab Dada is especially reminding all of you children, constantly continue to move forward with your stage of a self-sovereign. To be a self-sovereign is a sign of becoming one with the right to the kingdom of the world. While having a heart-to-heart conversation with the Father, some children ask, what will I become in the future? Will I become a king or a subject? Bab Dada responds to the children, check yourself for even one day and you will know whether you will become a king, a wealthy subject, or a subject. First of all, from Amrit Vela, check your three main workers, your cooperative companions. Who are they? 1. The mind, that is, thought power. 2, the intellect, that is, the power to decide. 3, the elevated sanskars of the past and the present. These three are the main workers. In the world nowadays, a king has a chief minister or a special advisor, and the kingdom functions with his cooperation. In the Golden Age, there won't be any advisors, but there will be close relatives and companions. Consider them to be whatever you want, companions or advisors. But check, do these three function under your control? Do you have self-sovereignty over these three, or do you work under their control? Does your mind control you, or do you control your mind? Are you able to have whatever type of thought whenever you want? Are you able to focus your intellect wherever you want, or does your intellect make you the king wander around? Are you controlling your sanskars, or are you influenced by your sanskars? To have a kingdom means to have a right. This is the power that you, the sovereign, give in order to carry out that task accurately in the right way at the time that you ask it to? Or is it that you ask it to do one thing and it does something else? The special means to be a constant yogi. That is, a self-sovereign is to use the mind and intellect. The mantra you have received is Manmanabhav. Yoga is said to be yoga of the intellect. So, if these main pillars of support are not under your control, or if they are sometimes under your control and not at other times, if they are under your control one moment and not the next, if even one of three is under your control to a lesser extent, then you can check from that whether you will become a king or a subject. The sanskars of being a sovereign over a long period of time will enable you to have a right to a kingdom in the future over a long period of time. If you sometimes have control but are sometimes influenced, then you won't be able to receive a full right to the fortune of a kingdom for half the cycle. After half the time, you can become a silver-aged king, but you won't have a right to a kingdom all the time. That is, you won't be able to come into close relationship with the royal family that is ruling the kingdom. If you are repeatedly being influenced, then your sanskars are not those of controlling, but are those who come into the kingdom of those who have a right to the kingdom. So, who are they? They are the subjects. So, do you understand who will become kings and who will become subjects? Look at the image of your fortune in your own mirror. This knowledge is the mirror. So, all of you have this mirror, do you not? You can see your own face, can you not? Now practice having a right over a long period of time. Do not think that you will become that at the end. If you become that at the end, then you will be able to rule for a short time in the last birth. However, also remember that if you don't practice this over a long period of time from now, or if you haven't developed this practice from the beginning, if from the beginning until now these special workers have been controlling you, or have been making your stage fluctuate, that is, if they have been deceiving you, if they have been making you experience waves of sorrow, then you can be deceived at the end too. Deception means there will definitely be waves of sorrow experienced. So, even at the end, there will be a wave of sorrow, of repentance. This is why Bab Dada is reminding all of you children once again to become a king and to make your special cooperative workers and companions who carry out the work in your kingdom to work under your control. Do you understand? Bab Dada is seeing who has become a self-sovereign and to what extent. Acha? So, what do all of you want to become? Do you want to become kings? So, have you become self-sovereigns now? Or are you still saying, I will become that? I will become that at the end. Do not say, I will become that in the future. If you say it will happen in the future will also say, Acha, we shall see about it when it comes to giving the fortune of the kingdom. You have been told that the sanskars of a long period of time are needed from now. In fact, there isn't a lot of time remaining. Little time remains. Nevertheless, if you don't have the practice for sufficient time, then don't complain at the last moment. I thought that I would become that at the end. This is why it is said, not at some time, but now. Do not think it will happen at some point. It has to happen now. You have to become this now. Rule yourself. Don't begin to rule your companions. To those who have sovereignty over themselves, all their companions, whether lokic or alokic, even now, because of love, say yes, my lord, Haji, and remain their companions. They remain loving companions and demonstrate this in practice by saying Haji. Just as subjects are cooperative with and loving towards the king, so too all your physical senses, especially the powers, will also remain loving and cooperative, and this will affect your service companions and lokic relatives and companions in a physical way. While in the divine family, it will not do to be someone in control who issues orders to others. Simply keep your own physical organs under your control, and automatically, before you issue an order, all your companions will cooperate in your task. If they themselves become cooperative, there is no need to give orders. They will offer their cooperation because you are a self-sovereign. A king means a bestower, and a bestower does not need to say anything. That is, he does not need to ask. So, have you become such self-sovereigns? Acha. This mela was also fixed in the drama. You say, Wah drama, do you not? Other people will sometimes say, Oh drama, and sometimes Wah drama. Whereas, what do you say at all times? Wah drama, Wah. When you have attainment, then where there is attainment, nothing is difficult. Similarly, when you have the attainment of meeting such an elevated family, then anything difficult does not feel difficult. Does it feel difficult? Do you have to wait for your food? When you eat, sing God's praise, and even if you wait in a queue, sing God's praise. This is all you have to do, is it not? This is also a rehearsal that is taking place. This is nothing as yet. There will be even more expansion. Now, instill the habit of being able to mold yourself so that you are able to make yourself move according to the time. So, you have now also developed the habit of sleeping on the floor, have you not? It wasn't that because you didn't have a bed, you weren't able to sleep, was it? You have developed the habit of staying in a tent, have you not? Did you like it? You weren't cold, were you? Now, should we put up tents in the whole of Abu? Did you enjoy sleeping in the tents? Or do you need a room? Do you remember when you were in Pakistan at the beginning that the Maharathis had to sleep on the floor? Those who were well-known Maharathis were given 3 feet of land to sleep on the floor. And when the Brahmin family grew, how did it begin? It began with tents. Those who came at the beginning used to live in the tents, and those who were living in tents have become saints, great souls. They used to live in tents even during Sakar Baba's days. So, you will all have that experience, will you not? So, is everyone happy in every way? Acha, we shall then invite another 10,000 and make arrangements to give them tents. All of you are thinking about bathing facilities, and those too will be arranged. Do you remember what everyone said when this hall was built? What will we do with so many bathrooms? This hall was made with this aim, and it has now become small. No matter how big you built it, it will become small because at the end you have to go into the unlimited. Acha, children from everywhere have arrived. So, this too is the decoration of this unlimited hall. Some are even sitting below, some are listening to the Murli in the history hall, the meditation hall, etc. For this expansion to take place is also a sign of good fortune. Expansion has taken place, but you now have to move along according to the system. Do not think that you have come to Madhuban. You have seen Baba, you have seen Madhuban, and so you can now move along as you want. Do not do this. Some children are such that until they get a chance to come to Madhuban, they remain very strong. Then, once they have seen Madhuban, they become a little careless. So, do not become careless. To be a Brahmin means to have a Brahmin life, and a life is for all the time you are alive. You have created this life, have you not? Have you made this your life, or have you become a Brahmin for a short time? Always keep the specialties of your Brahmin life with you because it is through these specialties that your present is elevated and your future is also elevated. Acha? What else remains? Doli, blessings. The blessing is that you have become the children of the bestower of blessings. Those who are the children of the bestower of blessings automatically continue to receive blessings at every step from the bestower of blessings. The blessing is your sustenance. You are being sustained with the sustenance of blessings. Otherwise, just think, you received such elevated attainment, and what effort did you make? Anything that you attain without having to labor for it is said to be a blessing. So, what effort did you make? And the attainment you have received is so elevated. You have claimed a right to attainment for birth after birth. You are receiving blessings from the bestower of blessings at every step, and you will always continue to receive them through drishti, through words, and through relationships. You always have blessings and more blessings. Acha, you are now making preparations to celebrate the Golden Jubilee. You are celebrating the Golden Jubilee, that is, the Jubilee to remain constantly stable in a golden stage. Always remain real gold, not the slightest alloy mixed. This is called the Golden Jubilee. So, in order to be revealed to the world as those who are real gold, who have a golden stage, you are creating all these ways of doing service, because your golden stage will bring about the golden age. It will bring the beautiful world. Everyone desires that the world should now change. So, you are the special souls who will bring about world transformation through self-transformation. Seeing all of you, souls should have the faith and the pure hope that the beautiful golden world is truly now about to come. Seeing a sample, they have that faith that this is something good. So, you are the samples of the golden world. You are those with the golden stage. Seeing you samples, they should have this faith. Yes, now that the samples are ready, such a world is now definitely about to come. You will do such service in the Golden Jubilee, will you not? Become those who give hope to those who have no hope. Acha? To those who are self-sovereigns, to the souls who have developed the practice of having control over the self over a long period of time, to all the special souls of the world, to all the elevated souls who are sustained with blessings from the bestower of blessings, Bap Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Blessing, may you be one with the right to the kingdom and experience the ascending stage through having the balance of remembrance and service. If you have a balance between remembrance and service, you will continue to experience the ascending stage at every step. If service is in your every thought, you will be saved from waste. Let service become one of the limbs for your life. Just as all the limbs are necessary for your body, so too, in Brahmin life, service is one of the special limbs. To receive many chances to do service, to have a place, and to have that company is also a sign of fortune. Only those who take the golden chance for service in this way can claim a right to the kingdom. Slogan: the embodiment of receiving the sustenance of God's love is an easy yogi life. Om Shanti.